up on Fulton today, a group with national ties joins the sheriff's office in an effort to deal with domestic violence and black-on-black crime. And the Fulton County DA offers a financial reward for information about the killing of a witness in a case. Fulton Today is next.
From the Government Center in downtown Atlanta, you're watching Fulton Today with Shania Chavis.
Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis. We have developing county news to share with you.
Ms. Thrasher was a witness in a murder case that the Fulton County DA's office tried.
The Fulton County DA seeks the public's help in the killing of a witness and offers a monetary reward. FGTV's Annalise Baker has our story.
Shania, the DA wanted to announce this monetary award not because Vanessa Thrasher was a popular lounge owner, but Paul Howard wanted the family to have closure, and he wanted future witnesses to know that they can be safe when coming forward to testify in the name of justice. At the same location where the 53-year-old lounge owner was brutally killed, District Attorney Paul Howard, Atlanta police, and family members of Vanessa Thrasher called on the same community to help in solving her murder.
We're here today to offer a reward in the amount of $12,000 for information leading to the arrest and the conviction of these two gang members.
Thrasher was about to be a witness in a murder case that was scheduled to begin shortly after she was fatally shot in her place of business in Northwest Atlanta. However, authorities say there is no evidence to suggest her death was in any way connected to her pending testimony.
No crime affects a community like a homicide, and there's nothing that can help a community and a family heal but time and closure, so we're asking you to help us bring closure to this crime.
2 suspects have already been arrested in the case, and police are looking for 2 others.
There are 2 men at large, Gerald Peterson and a man that we have tentatively been able to identify as CJ. They are allegedly members of a gang called the Campbellton Road Gangsters.
The DA's office put up $5,000 of the reward, as did the victim's family. Crime Stoppers added $2,000 more. Though no connection has been made between Thrasher's murder and the murder case in which she was scheduled to testify, law enforcement officials and the DA's office want any witnesses to know that they can be protected if they don't feel safe.
We asked that she would stay in a hotel until the trial was completed. But because she loved this place and this community so much, she refused.
If you have information in this case, call Crime Stoppers at 404-577-TIPS. That's 404-577-8477. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Annalise Baker.
Thank you very much, Annalise. Meanwhile, residents pack a public meeting to get information on services ranging from homelessness to homeownership. Housing and Community Development is holding a series of hearings on their 2013 annual action plan. Each year, Fulton receives HUD dollars for programs like community development block grants, home investment partnerships, and emergency shelters.
We provide down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. We also have a partnership with the local housing authority where they provide tenant-based rental assistance for folks needing subsidies with their rents. We also administer a neighborhood stabilization program.
Residents will have one last time to give their comments during the Board of Commissioners meeting next week. Copies of the draft consolidated plan amendments and the 2013 annual action plan are available for review at select senior facilities, libraries, and service centers. You can get more information by going on the county website or by calling 404-613-7944. Well, the Fulton County Sheriff is partnering with a national civil rights organization to address the growing problem of domestic violence and black-on-black crime. At the county jail, officials with the NAACP, along with sheriff's deputies and Atlanta police, all announced a new initiative called Atlanta Project Rescue. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 in 4 women experience domestic violence in their lifetime.
We're targeting women who are being abused, and it's a silent abuse. So we figure that if we can put it out there, women who hear about us, they will come forward and for healing, for help. So that's what we're doing. We're targeting women who are being abused.
The joint initiative will also work to end black-on-black crime.
Whenever you hear about cities where crime is rampant, Atlanta is somewhere in the mix. We've got to do something. And then the other thing that we'd like to see is when there is black-on-black crime, most of the people who are hurt today by others are hurt by other black people. We want to see what's going on there.
There are a number of inmates in the Fulton County Jail facing domestic violence charges. Meanwhile, statistics show that 1 in 10 high school students reports being physically hurt by their girlfriend or their boyfriend. Now, to raise awareness about the issue of teen dating violence, the Mental Health Department is hosting a summit at Clark Atlanta University. Here now to tell us all about the summit is Shirley Gardner. She is with the Department of Behavioral Health. Welcome to Fulton Today.
Hi, Shania. Thanks for having me.
All right, well, first things first, let's talk about this issue of teenage violence. Is this something that's getting worse?
In today's times, yes, I believe so. In the past, it always has been prevalent, but now due to technology, social media, cell phones, it is very much so prevalent because of the avenues that they're able to display this behavior.
And now tell us all about the Teen Dating Violence Summit at CAU next month.
This is one collaboration that I am so excited to be a part of. It is very important for us to be able to partner up and talk to these youth about the severity of domestic violence. And also, it being a college campus, this is the perfect time to speak to them. They are young adults, some late teens that are coming into the college campus with a lot of freedom, and there are some that are at the height of their dating relationships. So it's going to be a good opportunity to talk to them about signs, what it looks like, what to stay away from, just to be able to identify abusive behavior.
And before we go, we'd like to hear about some of the services at Oak Hill Child, Adolescence, and Family Center.
Here at the center, we're able to provide individual and family counseling for children and their parents. We also have therapists and psychiatrists on site, and also run a summer program and an after-school program here at this site. In addition, we have the Clubhouse, which is a substance abuse center for youth, teenagers, where they can come in and have group and individual counseling around their substance abuse disorders. We also have another program called the Fulton Family Care Network, and this is more so a community-based agency that helps the families with their issues outside of the clinic and outside in the community. So we're able to help them get linked to community resources that they may not know about.
All right, Shirley Gardner with the Department of Behavioral Health, always great information. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Now, if you think your child may be involved in a violent dating relationship, the county can help. Just call the Oak Hill Child, Adolescence, and Family Center. You can also get more information about the upcoming summit. And still to come, residents in Central Fulton kick up their heels for a good cause. We'll tell you all about it in our district-by-district coverage next.
You're watching Fulton Today.
A Fulton County Commissioner chats about the alternatives to incarceration, and seniors kick up their heels for a good cause. Here's this week's district-by-district coverage.
We begin in District 1 with Chairman John Eves and the county's focus on reducing the recidivism rate. The chairman spoke about the benefits of identifying alternatives to sentencing during an appearance on the Fulton Justice Show. The Fulton County criminal justice system has a major impact on taxpayers financially. $221.9 million was charged to taxpayers in 2010.
4 years ago, I came across some very disconcerting statistics about criminal justice in the metropolitan Atlanta area. We actually have more people in our jail system than New York City. And then specifically in terms of Fulton County, we have a overwhelming number of African American males in our system.
Inmates released back to the county state prison have a 47% recidivism rate. The chairman heads the Fulton County Reentry Task Force Group, which was created to assist inmates in reclaiming their lives and helping taxpayers to save money. In District 4, Apple products like iPads, iPhones, and iPods are not just for the younger generation. Seniors will have the opportunity to participate in a workshop to learn how to maneuver the new Apple products.
We wanted to make sure our seniors were up on technology and were able to use the latest kind of equipment that is out there so they can communicate with their loved ones, their daughters, their sons, their grandchildren across the nation, across the world.
According to CNBC's All-America Economic Survey, half of all U.S. households own at least one Apple product. The Apple Workshop session at the Benson Center will be held on Monday, October 1st. To find out more info and to register, call the Benson Senior Center at 404-705-4900. In District 6, the Fulton County Health Services Department encourages planning ahead. September is National Emergency Preparedness Month, and seniors at the Helene S. Mills Senior Center become educated by participating in Get Your Ready On, an instructional workshop that provides tips on how to deal with emergency situations.
I think one of the biggest mistakes that people make is not preparing in advance. The time to prepare is not when you're in the middle of an emergency. So I think taking those steps to prepare in advance is one of the biggest things and steps that people can do. This workshop is important because we know that when people prepare for emergencies before an event happens, they have a greater likelihood of surviving the emergency, and not only surviving, but being able to recover afterwards.
I need to be ready, and this meeting was very informative to help me out in making those decisions of what I need to do, which is very important.
The Center for Disease Control lists 4 steps that you should follow when faced with emergencies like natural disasters, home fires, or a pandemic. Get a kit. Make a plan, be informed, and get involved. The Fulton County Board of Commissioners signed a proclamation recognizing September as National Emergency Preparedness Month. And finally, in District 7, seniors put on a fundraiser for children in Haiti. The Bowden Senior Center held a line dance jamboree to raise money for food and school supplies for the youth.
The idea came from Dr. Rose. She's a missionary worker who have made Haiti her life almost, and she asked, as the program coordinator here at HJC Bowden Center, if we would take part in helping her to raise some funds and maybe create some dresses to carry back to Haiti.
Seniors sold tickets for $3 to the jamboree. The proceeds will be presented to Dr. Rose Sloan, a missionary who will travel to the country next month. According to a report from the New York Times, Haiti has been identified as one of the poorest and most underdeveloped countries in the world. Haiti has been affected by several natural disasters, including a massive 7.0 earthquake in 2010, which left more than 200,000 people dead. With this week's District by District coverage, I'm J.F. Franklin.
Thank you very much. Now you can catch more of your commissioners at work all this week with the rebroadcast of the Board of Commissioners meeting right here on FGTV. And still to come, Fulton employees roll up their sleeves to keep their public safe. We'll explain when we come back.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Portions of the following segment are part of the Fulton County Common Ground Initiative. Common Ground, the county's comprehensive solution to the problem of health disparities in the community.
The Fulton Fresh Mobile Farmers Market is closing out yet another successful season. FGTV's Lynn Vaughn tells us that nearly twice as many people were served.
When the Fulton Fresh Mobile Farmers Market kicked off its second season, the program was greeted with tremendous enthusiasm.
I'm just really impressed with the program because we do need it in our community.
I'm just glad that Fulton County has decided to keep this program going because it does serve a vital role in our community. So again, we're just so glad that so many people could come out and share in this program.
This year, Cooperative Extension was able to add a second delivery truck thanks to a $25,000 grant from the Atlanta Falcons Youth Foundation.
This means that we are able to serve more communities that have food that are considered to be food deserts. We are able to go out to not 4 locations, but 16 locations around the county.
The Fulton Fresh Mobile Farmers Market is the brainchild of County Manager Zachary Williams to reduce health disparities by getting nutritious food into so-called food deserts.
We use the United States Department of Agriculture's Food Desert Map Locator, and we work with our advisory board to figure out what communities need our program the most.
I was here last year when it opened up, and I had a great time. I learned how to cook different dishes.
The Year 2 statistics will be compiled and announced at an end-of-the-season festival spotlighting the new milestones. We will have that story for you right here on Fulton Today later this month. I'm Lynn Vaughn in Southwest Atlanta, FGTV.
All right, thank you very much, Lynn. Now, the Cooperative Extension Office is planning for next summer's mobile farmers market. If you'd like your community to be considered for the program, call or contact the Cooperative Extension Services agents by phone or on the web. And the county is working on another project to get healthy foods to residents who live in food deserts. It's helping revamp the corner grocery store. The corner store is a staple in many neighborhoods where full-service grocery stores are rare. The county is supporting community-based groups that want to do away with the typical fare of chips, candy, alcohol, and cigarettes and bring in fruits, vegetables, whole grain, and low-fat products. The new chairman of the Health Promotion Advisory Council of Fulton County says programs like the Corner Store Project are key to ending health disparities.
We plan to move public health closer to the people and give people a voice. The people in the community will have an opportunity to work with the coalition partners to have a voice and to dictate and to determine their own health concepts, their own health initiatives.
Mullins, a special White House appointee to the Food and Drug Administration, is based here in Atlanta. He says the county's goals line up nicely with federal health and human services goals. Now, you can join the effort to improve the food and other products in corner stores. Contact the Health Promotion Division of Health Services at 404-613-1243 or just check them out online. Well, with flu season here and whooping cough on the rise, health professionals want to make sure you get immunized. So they started with Fulton employees. One by one, the health services team immunized county staff at the government center in downtown Atlanta.
I couldn't even feel she was doing it.
Medical Director Dr. Matthew McKenna took his annual flu shot during the event.
Staff that might be on the front lines and encountering persons who are infected with influenza can get free immunizations, but for the other employees it's at a discounted rate.
The county manager says this is to ensure that the workers dispensing the shots and medicines are also properly vaccinated.
Well, I think it's tremendously important to get vaccinations of all types, and getting a flu shot, it gives an opportunity not only to protect our health as individuals, but protect the health of our loved ones and those who we come in contact with. So I would strongly encourage getting flu shot.
Residents and employees of Fulton County can get flu, tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis shots or boosters and shots to protect against shingles at any of the county's 8 health centers. Call or go online for the clinic nearest you. And still to come on Fulton Today, a civil rights warrior tells her story. Come on back.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Civil rights activist Shirley Sherrod gives insights and inspiration to book lovers. Her book, The Courage to Hope, follows the trials and tribulations of her life, from the enforcement of Jim Crow laws to her appointment and subsequent resignation as the Georgia Director of Rural Development.
I like for readers to see that you can be just an ordinary person and still contribute so much in life to your community, to your people, to all people. You can make a decision to make a difference.
Following Sherrod's departure from the Rural Development Division, Sherrod has been on the speaking circuit across the country talking about civil rights issues. The Atlanta-Fulton County Library System will host several other author programs and events this year. To locate a branch near you, log on to www.afpls.org. And finally, an annual arts competition shows off some of the best unknown artists in the county. The National Arts Program Foundation and the Fulton County Arts and Culture Department have joined forces to host the 16th annual exhibit and award ceremony for the National Arts Program. It is an opportunity for Fulton County employees and their families to display their creativity.
The purpose of the National Arts Program is to showcase the talents of Fulton County employees, their families, and retirees, all in the art field, ranging from photographs, drawings, paintings. It's showing being able to express other ways of creativity that's found through all the various departments.
Employees and their family members can showcase their talent through painting, photography, sculpture, and mixed media. Professional artists will judge their works in 4 separate categories: amateur, intermediate, professional, youth, and teen. For more information and to register, log on to the National Arts Program's website. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to hear from you about the stories and programs here on FGTV. Go to our website to take a survey or email or call us. The number 404-612-8317. The email address is fgtv.feedback@fultoncountyga.gov. You can also follow us on twitter.com/FGTV and friend us on Facebook. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis. Thank you for joining us. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.